Yeah, 18 kilometers were hard today. The first half we were soaking wet. Boots were wet.
Yeah.
And for me, it's not a matter of pushing through it, it's a matter of actually reminding myself of similar situations. So I was wet this morning. It's like, yeah, I was wet on the North Boundary, wet on Castlegar, wet on a lot of trails over the years. So
it's a mental game.
Well, a lot of it is
mental.
But look at where we're at now.
This is the reward for pushing yourself through it. And crab cakes.
Crab cakes.
Just because we're out here doesn't mean we can't be civilized.
So Marty and I traveled 18 kilometers today, and we've gotten ourselves to the unnamed lake, Glacier Lake we're calling it, that we've seen it on a couple of maps called Glacier Lake. I've also seen it Crater Lake. But regardless, tonight we're going to make crab cakes here. This should be the epitome of eating gourmet in the backcountry. We are on night 5, right, Marty? Night 5?
Night 5.
Night 5 of 8-day trip, 7 nights. So we still have 2 more meals to go after this. But tonight we're doing crab cakes with Wasabi Aioli. So let's get started. Some water getting ready to boil.
What are you doing right now, Evan?
I'm going to slice up some vegetables so that we can saute some vegetables with our crab cakes.
Look at the background. Lots of flies.
It's because we stink. So we're
Show in slow motion how you slice that pepper. I find it's an interesting way to do it. Not what you're doing there, but when you take
I'll show you the next one, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get my cutting board out. So every pepper's got little nubs on them. And in those nubs, there's all this white stuff, which is bitter and gross, and you don't want to eat it. It's like dog food, but I wouldn't even feed it to a dog. So I just cut the tops. I mean, it is a big waste of pepper.
Well, that bit would be good if you were doing like a spaghetti sauce, throw it in there. Yeah.
But we're
going for the fresh meat.
Yeah.
The best parts.
Exactly.
The rewards.
Smells so good already. Got the core out, always. Now we'll just make little slices.
Like Grandma used to do.
Totally.
That's how she cut the carrots.
Country cut. Let's mix up our mashed potatoes. Now, I've made potatoes for Marty before, and they've turned out to be soup. Tonight, making soup potatoes would be the worst thing possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this a can of crab, throw it in there, and then we'll start adding our water slowly until we get a nice paste that we can make patties with.
Right. Because you want your potatoes pretty thick.
Yes.
Definitely not runny. You're just rehydrating them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm doing. There's a nice lump crab meat in there.
Beautiful.
We'll mix it all up and we'll add our hot water. On the mashed potatoes, I added parsley flakes and a little bit of lemon pepper to match the crab. So we're gonna make our horseradish aioli, or wasabi aioli. It's labeled wasabi, but if you look at the tube, it'll say, actually it doesn't say, oh, maybe, no. It says prepared wasabi in a tube. I'm guessing it's not actual wasabi and it's probably just powdered horseradish, but it'll still be delicious. So squirt a bit of that in our bag. We'll add more if we need it. And then I got these Hellman mayonnaise packs. Thanks to my buddy Danny Ta at Unilever.
So wasabi is a horseradish. Or kind of a...
At sushi restaurants, you're gonna get flavored horseradish. Yes, to imitate actual wasabi. But wasabi itself is an actual plant that you just grate. It's not green. I mean, the plant itself is green, but once you get inside it, it's white, like a horseradish. It's probably some bastardized North American thing we did.
Can you believe some people don't like horseradish?
Crazy. Some people don't like mustard. Also crazy.
I have a sweet tooth, but I definitely go for the...
That's gonna be delicious.
Yeah.
Woo!
Zing.
Yep.
By the way, I made Evan cry today.
Yeah, he did. He got me emotional.
Not every day you come to a place like this.
No.
This is Evan's 5th day on the trail, so it's a new high for him. He's done 4 days up until now, so now he's going to crush past 5 and do 6, 7, 8.
That's right.
Cool.
Go big or go home.
Exactly. Thanks for coming along, man. I wouldn't want to do this alone.
Marty, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad you're with me.
Amanda, I'm taking good care of your husband. Don't worry about it.
He is. Great care of me.
I walk in front. That way, if we come face to face to a bear.
Yeah, bullshit. He throws me in front in the willows.
What are you looking for in consistency?
I need it to stick together so that we can make little patties with it. So I think we're close. I might go a little bit more. I'm scared, Marty. I'm scared to add a little bit more. I mean, if I ruin this, then we just have really good mashed potatoes, but that's not what we're looking for. Let's ball up these crab cakes nicely. Sorry about the onion stained hand.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Get 4 of those.
That's Moline Mountain in the background. Yes. And what's left over of a 14,000-year-old glacier.
So I saved some garlic butter from last night. We're gonna cook up some vegetables.
The video might be a little shaky because it is cold right now. It's cold. It's getting cold quickly.
Okay, so we're gonna start playing dinner. This is gonna happen real quick. There are vegetables on there. And another dollop of garlic butter.
The reason I moved the camera is to get a different camera angle, but also to get the smells. Whoa!
If you guys can smell that, you're in luck.
I can smell it. Wow.
We're just gonna add a little bit of oil. That mashed potato is sucking up all of that butter right now. My trusty sous chef gave me his knife. Let's take that off the heat.
He's improvising a piping bag.
And hopefully that doesn't give us too much heartburn. There you go. Crab cakes.
You gotta.
Yep. We only ended up using one of these.
Oh, cool. Ooh, that's got a bite. The wasabi's got a bite. Woo!
That's a big kick.
Should have shown it before I dive totally into it. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? Wow. I've never had a large crab cake.
Could be a bit warmer, but
We're
it'll fill our bellies.
we're used to that.
Yeah.
Would you ever deep fry a crab cake? No.
100%.
Oh, would you? Yeah, yeah.
If I was to make crab cakes in the restaurant, I would bread it in panko so it was nice and crispy on the outside, but we wanted a quick, lightweight meal. Panko's pretty lightweight, but to bring enough oil out to fry them out here would be a little ridiculous. Although we will, when you catch me a fish, we will.
Well, don't put pressure on me like that. How come you hesitated to film this one? We got here and we were tired. You were feeling a bit.
I was tired. This is a very random campground.
Feeling.
I didn't need a fire pit for this one. I don't need a fire pit for tomorrow either, but I was tired. It was a big day. One of the hardest days I think I've ever had hiking, for sure. You know, but probably the second greatest day of my life was today. This was, getting up here was a super crazy challenge,
Awesome.
and it was,
I'm glad to be here with you, man.
yeah, it was a lot to take in at the pass, I'll tell you that. It was crazy, but unreal. I've been thinking about this trip. We've both been thinking about this trip for years, and you know, that's finally come to fruition like this. And
You better make your closing comments. There'll be no food left here in 2 seconds.
very true. If you enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Check out Marty's video for the whole trip. You'll see some epic things on there. Subscribe to his channel as well. If you have any ideas for backcountry meals or things that you've done in the past on the trail, put them in the comments below, and we can have a chat about some things. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
We're vlogging!
Spare any hot water, sir.
Watch your hand.
Thank you.
Oh, enjoy that.
Yes.
Enjoy that, chef. You've done enough for me. The least I can do is boil you some water,
I
dude.
appreciate you, Marty.